Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Lizzie. We look for queer subtext in movies.
And we always find it. Devil Wears Prada for spring.
Groundbreaking. Oh my god, for spring?
For spring. Spring has sprung. The floral season is here. We're talking about the 2006 classic. Mm-hmm. And we will not be talking about the sequel. Because I want to go into it knowing almost nothing, and I want to give that to you, listener. But for our Patreon, if you subscribe to us over on patreon.com/subtextualpod, we will be doing a rabbit hole where we watch the trailer, react to it, and then make some predictions about what we think we'll see and what we hope to see in the sequel.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you like Subtextual and what we're doing here, you can subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're just listening, if you're watching, good for you. That's the better choice. It's a visual medium here. And you can follow along, find us. We do things.
We
tell you how gay this movie is.
We mentioned the sequel. It is quickly approaching.
Yeah.
And if I time this right, that means this episode's going to fall kind of around when it's released, April 30th of this year.
Yeah.
So I think it is a great time for us to talk about this movie finally. Mm-hmm. And also, I feel like I've been doing very serious interpretations.
Yeah, Ghost was heavy. Heavy hitting.
Mostly I'm still scarred from Fight Club. In Chicago, I went history vibes. So I want to have fun.
Yeah. Is this fun? This is fun.
This is fun.
Cinema at its peak.
Yeah. Compared to Fight Club, this is fun candy.
Yeah. This is an amusement park ride.
And also I'm excited because I'm using a new note format. So
let me know how the new format goes after this, Virgo.
Yeah, so if you hate this episode, it's my note format and not me.
It has nothing to do with the content.
But before we jump into the film, I must know what you all think. Lizzie?
What do I think? I have been watching this movie with my mom on DVD. It was definitely in the stack. We're both huge fans of Stanley Tucci, and this was, I think, the role that introduced me to him. Literally, honestly, introduced me to Meryl Streep, as a young adolescent. I think it was in middle school when this came out. I've rewatched a ton of times, and it hits a little different as I get older. I'm now I guess I'm older now than Andy's character. At first I was younger than her age, and now I'm looking back. Mm-hmm. I'm more like Stanley Tucci.
I was about to say, are we Meryl Streep now?
Almost.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, maybe someday if we're lucky. But yeah, I love this movie.
Okay, we got a yes, we got a love. Producer Lee.
I failed the assignment. I meant to watch this movie before because I'm very excited about this movie, and I'm on the AMC A list, so I'm gonna see the sequel. But yeah, I feel like for a long time this movie has been right up my alley, but I just forget about it or just never catch it. So I'm bummed that I won't be able to really share in the discourse today. But don't worry about spoiling anything. I don't think there's any major spoilers, but I'm all ears. Just let me know what you think about it.
Yay. Okay, Lee. I will try to put my Lee goggles on and not review.
Honestly, Lee, this is your bag.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to watch it.
You're really going to like it.
And we'll go see the sequel together.
Yes.
Field trip.
Surround sound. KT
Yeah, they're going to release it in IMAX.
Yes, they have to.
Oh
I would love that. Okay, so got a mixed experience here. We got a person who loves it. We got a person who hasn't seen before. We have me.
Who are you?
Certified freak.
Prada freak.
Love this fucking movie. Seen it a million times. It's never stale. It's always very sharp. I always have a really good time. The performances are stupid good.
Crazy.
Yeah. And we had been wanting to do it, and we thought at least I thought Nigel was the only real in for us here at the pod. And I was like, is that kind of enough? But that's how always these things start, don't they?
You're like, oh, it'll just be a fun, light episode with no content really to talk about.
I won't read a book for this one, I say confidently. And then I lie. But what would you think, Lizzie, before I go into all the subtextuality? What would you guess?
Obviously Nigel, as portrayed by Stanley Tucci, to the point, I'll wait. So Nigel, yes. There's a couple of side characters too. I think like some of her friends feel really queer coded.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway, I think like the casting feels really gay. Not that this was like casted for a queer audience, but like Meryl Streep and Anne and Emily Blunt and Stanley, they've all been feeding the gays for their whole careers. And also this film feels to me like the way that Sex and the City does, in that it's like almost seems like a fantasy of what like a gay man's like image of what a straight woman's life might be in the city. Kind of over the top and like getting to all these like glamorous situations in a way. And I feel like there could possibly, I don't know, be some like queer creators, maybe the writer, maybe someone else. I don't know. It just feels like this is like the perfect middle of the Venn diagram for like movie for gay audience, movie for straight audience. Like it's kind of for everyone.
It's The Mummy.
It's The Mummy.
You can't put your finger on it, but it made you gayer,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
And so coming into this, I had the same thoughts of you. I was like, you know, Nigel, of course, her friend Doug, who knows about fashion stuff, always seemed obviously gay to me. And so I thought, you know, that would kind of be the basis of this research. But I didn't even type in Devil Wears Prada gay like I usually do.
Didn't have to?
I didn't have to, because today we are talking about the beautiful power of fan fiction.
No, we're not.
Lizzie.
Wait, I am shitting myself because this feels like a fan fiction. Like a gay man's fan fiction of like, I don't know. It's not an enemies to lovers.
Wow.
Enemies to... What is it?
Okay. I'm like gassing you up.
You're so right.
So we will be eating well today. So for me, I didn't type in Devil Wears Prada gay. I was minding my own business on AO3.
Just scrolling.
Just enjoying my fan fiction, Fuffy, in case you were wondering. And I was between tags and I noticed a Devil Wears Prada fanfic. And the main relationship was between Miranda and Andy.
But of course.
But I was like, I never knew this to be a thing that was shipped.
Yeah, right.
Like, and I know everything.
It wasn't on Tumblr as far as like shipping goes. It was definitely like funny lines from Miranda Priestley mostly.
Yeah, the most like Devil Wears Prada stuff I saw online was all like Meryl Streep being iconic, of course.
Yeah.
So I read this fan fiction, I had to, and I was like, was this like a one-off or something? Like it's a film from 2006. And I found out that this pairing of Miranda and Andy is one of the most popular fem/fan fiction pairings of all time, man.
My jaw is in the other room.
Can you translate that for like what is fem/?
Oh, fem for fem?
Yeah, like if you're like looking at tags, there's usually like relationships and it's like, you know, female.
You can get more and more specific to get exactly what you want.
Oh yeah, you can put all the ingredients in there and get like
I am
fan fiction.
Not gonna lie, that surprises me, and it really should not.
It surprised me, and I was like, "What is my job title even?
Yeah.
Like how was I so unaware of this?"
No, we're always looking for new things. We're always looking for new horizons.
So, in the list of popular fem/pairings, so pairings of fictional fandoms with two female characters, this falls like in the middle in 30.
Damn.
Of the top 50 of all time, which is the other things on the list are usually shows with like some 7-10 seasons, hundreds of episodes with like actually queer characters in them.
Right, like actually queer characters just like building off of it.
Yeah, but this is one movie from 2006. I was so gobsmacked and I had to do my due diligence. I read the most popular fanfic of this fandom and I was kicking my feet, twirling my hair.
Wait, do you remember like what year it was written? Like, is it a recent fic or is it from like the original release days?
Oh,
just
let me find out. That's a fantastic question.
We're just acquiring data here.
In 2022. It was completed in 2024.
So like so recent.
That is very this is a film, one movie from 2006.
And it's the most popular one, so it's like taken off in like the last year.
Yes, I
love that.
Truly gobsmacked about the power of the internet. This film, I mean, as soon as I started thinking about it though and started reading the fan fiction, it like started clicking. Like it has everything that fan fictioners love, which is there's enemies to lovers.
Yes.
There's a power dynamic.
Absolutely.
And forced proximity.
Yes.
Bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, boom.
The fan fiction writes itself.
I mean, the whole thing of them going to Paris is like,
Yeah.
that's like multiple chapters right there.
Textbook.
Because like at some point, I'm sure like Andy's room gets like flooded and Miranda, you know, the place is sold out because it's Paris Fashion Week. One bed. What is she going to do? Sleep on the couch? It's not comfortable.
It's like you read the fan fiction that I read.
Oh my God.
That is like verbatim what happens.
You really have to send that to me. Like,
I'm sending it to you so quickly. And I want to kind of explore the moments in the film that are so fan fiction worthy as we get to them, because I think it's fantastic that there's this whole fandom that exists for a film that was 20 years ago.
yeah, literally. 20 years ago.
20
this
years
year.
ago. Yeah.
That's bananas.
So to pay homage to this film being 20 years old and to pay homage to the beautiful art of fan fiction, I thought we'd celebrate fan fiction on this episode. Lizzie.
I've been summoned.
Now you need to pay attention because there will be a quiz.
Oh, okay. And I will, if I don't ace it, like I don't know anything.
I know. I was writing these and I was like asking my wife and she was like, these are too hard. I'm like, you don't understand.
Oh my God, I'm so scared. Okay.
I've been talking about fan fiction like everybody knows what it is, but
Oh, yeah.
I assumed. What do you think?
I think it's become more popular in the last couple of years, but also I live in such a, you know, you get lost in your internet that you think everyone knows your internet.
Mm-hmm.
So fan fiction is basically whenever fans typically anonymously add on or repurpose characters and plot points from normal works out in the world. So like X-Files or Buffy or Harry Potter or whatever, The Devil Wears Prada.
Hell yeah.
And they'll, you know, add their own spin to the universe that exists or just like completely take their characters and drop them. I read a fic this week that was like the Mummy universe, but like different characters from another show.
Oh, yeah.
And it fucking hit. Anyway, fan fiction, it's all free. And, you know, a lot of people do remain anonymous because technically there are like some copyright issues that they could come up against, but it's like this really cool universe where you don't actually know who you're interacting with, but like it's understood that any published work of fan fiction like should not be criticized because that person is doing it for free.
Absolutely. It's if I come here to tweet and if you read it, that's on you. Like,
yeah.
This fan fiction floweth from my pen.
Yeah. And like these people have full-time jobs or they're like in school or they're recovering from like
every possible car
surgeries.
accident that could have ever happened to them.
I think if you write a fan fiction that's more than like 3 chapters long, you are going to get in a car accident at some point. Because there's always like some moment in the notes where they're like, sorry, this was like 2 days late. Like my dog bit my foot and then I dragged into the road and then a bus hit me.
I got finals and then I fainted, you guys, and then I got mono and I have a cast now. It's going to take me some time to update.
Oh, and I got married. Yeah.
My parents got divorced.
I got married. My parents got divorced. It's just so real. It's just like the realest of the real. I'm sure there are tons of like internet communities that exist this way where you're like this anonymous figure. But the fact that like I started reading fan fiction like since I got access to a computer privately, you know what I mean? When I was like 12 or whatever, I have been reading fan fiction that entire span of my life. And it's just crazy that it still thrives.
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence. I mean, like I started doing my history on fan fiction like a good little gay lesbian. And I was like, this is exactly what we do on this podcast. Like we are not the kind of people that will watch a movie and then never think about it again. It's like actually those characters deserve a second life where they're gayer.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and
You're
that's
so right.
And that's a lot of gay people have to do that. A lot of women have to do that. They have to find or make representation for themselves.
Yeah.
I think fan fiction is like a beautiful way to like remove barriers of entry.
Yeah.
And
also to pay homage to something that they love or to like offer like new horizons for characters and shows that they might have criticisms for, like maybe something you didn't see yourself reflected. And this, you know, I'll bring up the Harry Potter thing because that's like, I think one of the more popular fandoms, but you know, J.K. Rowling's a fucking TERF and like a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
So if queer people want to take her works and like reprogram them and rework them to make them more inclusive and more sexy, more imaginative, whatever they can. And there's nothing that bitch can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there's something beautiful and like inherently queer about all fan fiction, even if it's not like sexual in any way or if it's heterosexually sexual.
Yeah, I mean, they're just doing it for the love of the game, baby. You can't hate on it. Like, even the 5-year-olds who are like contributing like SpongeBob fan fiction that's unreadable, you're like,
what's that Twilight one?
The Twilight one?
The one where it's like unbearable. My beloved.
My Immortal.
My Immortal.
Which is considered like the absolute worst fan fiction of all time, which is the Twilight fanfic that we read over on the Patreon.
It had to have been written by an 11-year-old, like full stop.
My Immortal, absolute classic. So you can't hate on it because the kid is like taking time out of their life to like put pen to paper.
Chapters. Like, good for them. They also have like a life that they're trying to balance in all this.
Yeah, and in the world of AI, like stuff that is flowing from your heart, sister, you keep it up.
Yeah.
I'm here eating the Mirandy fanfic. So
Mirandy.
don't worry about me.
I'm so dead.
I wanted to give like a micro crash course on the history of fanfic because I did not know this and I thought it would be right up Lizzie's alley.
I didn't know we were going to talk about this today. Is it my birthday?
Literally, it was so hard not to talk to you about this. As I was making the questions, I was like, I want to ask your advice on these questions.
Oh my God.
But I have to surprise you. The term fan fiction, it was created way after fan fiction was like a real thing. It just is more of what they called it in the 20th century when they started distinguishing with copyright laws, like who could and couldn't write with copyrighted characters. But fan fiction, as it's like defined, has existed basically as long as like the written word, like as long as there is material to reference. People have often like taken characters and retold these tales. And
like we're talking like BC?
I'm talking William Shakespeare, baby.
William Shakespeare could never write fan fiction.
He literally did.
I'm ascending. I've reached nirvana.
Lizzie's chakras.
Tell me more.
She's in the avatar state. So William Shakespeare frequently reused characters and plots written by other people. And Romeo and Juliet being like the most notable example of this. It was based off of a poem that was written by Arthur Brooks in the 14th century.
So he's like, what if we made them kiss?
Yeah, what if we extrapolated on that?
Yeah, what if they had families and like the families didn't like each other and then like it's fan fiction. That's literally fan fiction.
It's literally fan fiction.
Literally, babes.
I was spinning out in my office like Shakespeare's fan fiction.
Wait, does everyone know this or did you figure this out?
No, I mean, it's a thing that's, I just don't think anybody gives that much of a shit about fan fiction other than us and everyone on the internet in my phone. Because I don't talk to anyone but you about this.
Let's talk about that actually real quick, sidebar. If someone, like you and I read a lot, right? Like I was friends with you for years before we both figured out we were fanfic readers because there's no cool way to figure it out. And with everything so anonymous and so many fandoms, like the odds of you like intersecting with someone and then figuring out it's your friend, impossible.
Yeah.
So you're like, what are you reading? And I'm like, oh, I just finished this great book. It's so good. It took me like a month to read it. It was so long. You're like, oh my God, what is it? I want to read it. And I'm like,
I'll find it for you.
It's an unpublished, unknown, like 11-year-old writer of some like obscure show that I kind of liked. And it's just like, how do you find out?
It feels so intimate. Like it feels like I'm sharing a kink with somebody.
Yeah.
Like the search words and keywords I use are this,
and
that,
like
and
kinks will come up in like girl talk or whatever kiki conversation much easier than fan fiction.
Nothing dries up the room. Like fan fiction.
Oh no. And also I think it has like adolescent undertones. I feel like to say like I read fan fiction, I used to be like a little ashamed about it because it felt like childish. But mama, the things I'm reading are literature.
Yes. So not only is fan fiction near and dear to us, and as you're saying, yeah, it does feel weirdly adolescent, but I think there's like an angst in the feeling of like you didn't get the thing right and like I have to kind of do it myself. But I really want to talk about why fan fiction, specifically for like gay people and women, is so like, what's the connection there? What would you think?
I think it's taking control of the story and like reframing it outside of like a capitalist kind of perspective. Like, this is not works for money, so they don't have to reflect the values of the society that's trying to buy it. So they're typically removed from the social constructs that are like holding queer people and women back and other minorities. Like, I think that control, like getting to center your experience in something, is like, you don't really get that experience often in TV, media, books, and especially in like William Shakespeare's time. Like, I know that like women had secret libraries where they could share like books about politics, but also books about sex and erotica and all these like taboo subjects that would never be available to them. And we would be bound in like title-less, very, you know, normal looking books. So like that ability to share like that information just feels like something that queer people and women have always needed and still need.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm totally with you. I mean, there was no studies on this. Like, even finding, like, going down to the demographics of the users of these websites isn't even like actually, because it's all self-reported and people often don't have to put these fields in. So you don't really get a clear picture. But like, what's known across the board is that it's predominantly women who are contributing as writers. And a lot of it is queer. And it's not a surprise, I'm sure, to anybody listening that all of our most subtextual episodes have like huge, solid fandoms with people contributing because they, like us, saw something in the movie that wasn't fully always manifested. So love fan fiction. I love gay people, and I want to put them together.
And they do come together on AO3 and fanfic.net.
Yes, they do. So, Lizzie.
Yes.
Are you ready for your first question?
Okay. Yeah.
Pop quiz question number 1. Lizzie, which website was the first instance of an online archive geared specifically to fanfiction?
I fucking know this. I listened to an interview with the person who started that archive. Was it LiveJournal?
Final answer.
Yeah. No. What was it?
It's fanfiction.net.
Oh, damn it.
I know.
It seemed too obvious to be fanfiction.net.
I know, it's in the freaking title.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1998, fanfiction.net.
Damn.
I know.
I do love that fanfiction.net is like so, not, I don't want to say the word archaic, but they haven't like gone to update that website in a while. I love how basic it is. I love it.
It used to be cooler. Like, the T there was that they had to ban NC-17, and that's why everyone went to AO3.
Oh, right.
Because you can't do like anything more than mature. And apparently fanfiction.net was placing stricter guidelines on queer stories that weren't explicit, but they were labeling them as explicit because they were LGBT.
Oh, interesting.
Which I don't think they do anymore, but a lot of people have left fanfiction.net. But I did factor this in.
Yes. Do you have a bonus question?
There is, you can still get 100 points.
Okay.
There is time for you to catch up.
Okay. I've always been good at school, so.
And I wanted to show you this picture I used.
Anne, what up, girl?
I'll send it to our beautiful editor. This is a picture of Anne Hathaway on Drag Race when she like popped up on the screen. It was terrifying.
I was like, yeah.
Okay. Enough fan fiction for now.
For now.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
A little bit about production details. I'll go over it super quickly because none of these people are going to.
That is so fucking surprising.
Isn't that super surprising?
Yes.
Based off a book written by Lauren Weisberger, who was a former assistant to Anna Wintour.
Oh, no kidding. Is it memoir or is it just straight fiction?
It's a fictional novel with people in the industry knowing that she did work for Anna Wintour, and obviously they've changed all the names and such, but it was like understood that Anna Wintour did not like this book.
I mean...
And the rights for the book were purchased before it was even published.
Oh, shit.
So the people over at Fox read it, like the first 100 pages of the book, and bought it before it was done. So from what I'm to understand, the book is quite different. And I think Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway have both said, like, we do not base our characters off of what's going on in the book.
Gotcha. I bet you Anne Wintour likes the movie because she looks so slay. Also, can you tell the people who Anne Wintour is, just in case they don't know?
If you don't know who Anna Wintour is, she was the previous editor-in-chief of Vogue for about like 20 years, and she is the inspiration for Miranda Priestley of Runway.
You probably have seen her like referenced or even like seen her image in the world, because I feel like she's just become like such a visual icon for fashion. But she's got like this like cunty brown bob, and she's always wearing like thick black shades, and she has like this deadpan expression. Meryl Streep did a great job.
She did a great job. Meryl Streep apparently, chose her hair and wanted Miranda to be recognizable, not unlike Anna Wintour, without looking like her.
Right, exactly like her. The hair, that swoop in her bangs. Stunning.
So good. I tried to find this video I had seen on TikTok ages ago. They must have removed it, but it was somebody just shooting the sidewalk of a bakery, and you see Anna Wintour come into frame, and she's going towards her town car, and a man with headphones and walking a dog coming the other direction just very casually opens the door for her, and she gets in and he closes it and he keeps walking.
Yeah, we've all been trained by the Devil Wears Prada how to act around Anna Wintour.
I was like, not
That's
a word
so
was exchanged
good.
between them, but like that is how recognizable she is.
Yeah, she demands that from people.
And because everybody kind of understood that Anna Wintour did not like the book, a lot of people were reticent to work on production and work with production.
Yeah, because she was still very much top bitch of the fashion world and still the editor-in-chief at Vogue. When did she, or we'll save it for the rabbit hole.
Oh.
'Cause I want to talk about like Anna Wintour's, not fall from Vogue, but like transition out of Vogue and all that.
Sure. Yeah, that's for the rabbit hole. If you're a freak like that, you want to talk about Anna Wintour. But yeah, apparently it was very hard for them to get the locations that they wanted, to work with designers and branding and marketing that they had wanted to, because everybody was really concerned that they would be blacklisted by Anna Wintour. And it wasn't until Streep was cast that they greenlit the movie.
Yeah.
And having Streep's name attached actually helped them kind of circumvent all of this concern just on her name alone, which is also what happened in Mamma Mia.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's right. People are like, oh, this movie's going to suck, guys. Well, wait, Meryl's on it?
Yes.
And then I'm on it.
Pierce Brosnan and basically the entire cast that's not Amanda Seyfried was like, we were going to do it for free to hang with Meryl.
Absolutely. No, she's like a class act, that Meryl.
Yeah, she's great. And I do want to talk about Meryl Streep in the year of 2006.
Well, why not?
Because if I could go back in time.
She was like our queen.
I found an episode of The View where it's her, Anne Hathaway, and Stanley Tucci. It was like 45 minutes. I just put it on like a full episode of The View, and I just went back in 2006. And what a time to be alive. But she had already become the most nominated person in Oscars history in 2006. Yeah. She had 13 nominations.
I do remember like watching the Oscars at this time, and even for years after, there's like jokes that like Meryl, like there's a seat for Meryl. Like she's always in this seat because she's gonna be nominated for something, so she needs to be towards the front.
Yes, they just keep it warm for her.
Yeah.
She had won once in 1979 for Kramer versus Kramer.
So good.
And then she won in 1982 for Sophie's Choice. And now she's been nominated 21 times.
That's crazy.
Just freaking bonkers.
She really is that good.
She really is.
She is. Like, she's not underrated at all.
I can't name another person who can like jump between like major motion pictures like this and then go back to the Oscars and get into their seat,
And not have like any, like nothing has besmirched Meryl Streep's name.
Why would you say that? You're scaring me.
Oh no, she's good. No, she's good.
She needs to be good.
She has to be good at this point.
And she needs to be fine.
We need Meryl.
Yes, we need Meryl. The role was said to have been offered to Glenn Close, who reportedly turned it down.
Oh, interesting.
For fear of being typecasted as a villain. I guess after 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, she would have been really slay at that as well.
Yeah, I could see if it wasn't Streep, I could see Close.
Yeah.
I could also see Vanessa Williams, i.e. Wilhelmina Slater from Ugly Betty.
Yeah, that would be good. I could see that.
Speaking of Devil Wears Prada fanfiction.
Yeah.
Ugly Betty.
There has to be Ugly Betty fanfiction.
Well, it's the whole show is like a rip of Devil Wears Prada.
Right.
Yeah.
People love the power dynamic of like assistant, and isn't that what 50 Shades of Grey is or some shit? Like reporter, assistant to the like top person. Like people love that shit.
CEO.
Yeah.
Type energy. And very quickly, a little bit on Anne Hathaway.
Sure, yeah.
Sweet.
I know we just visited Miss Anne in her like debut film, Princess Diaries. And this film is like so similar in a lot of really great ways. And she was not afraid to be typecast because like if this is the type you're being typecast as, good for you, babe. Like makeover doll, like
Yeah, pretty,
perfect.
smart,
Yeah.
lovable. So Anne at the time was seen as a little bit too princessy. She had just done Princess Diaries in 2003, the sequel in 2004, and then Ella Enchanted in 2004 as well. So it wasn't until Streep saw her in Brokeback Mountain 2005 that Streep began to kind of petition
No kidding.
for Anne. Yeah, they had offered it to Rachel McAdams 3 times.
I would die for that version as well. Just so you know.
I also see what they were going for.
She would have ate that role up.
Yeah. So what a time to be alive. Now, are you ready to jump in?
Yeah. Yeah. Dive right in.
Let's go. All right. Okay. We start off with the absolute banger, Suddenly I See.
Yes,
Katie
I
Tunstall.
wanna be.
Absolute banger. First time I heard that, I was in a Foot Locker.
Gotta be.
Yep. And I went home and I bought it on my
A-list.
iPod Nano for 99 cents.
Ooh.
So we see that Andy is not like the other girls, the fashion girlies.
Yeah.
She's not like hailing a cab and counting her almonds. She's like looking through her newspaper clippings and eating her onion bagel.
Yes. Someone ate an onion bagel in here?
Yes. I love the beginning scene so much because this is the Wolf of Wall Street. Like this is who those people think they are because they're doing it in 6 inches.
Yes.
Crazy business.
Backwards and in heels.
Absolutely. And so Andy goes to her interview at Runway to be the second assistant of Miranda Priestley. And she meets Emily, played by Emily Blunt, Miranda's first assistant.
I love Emily Blunt.
This was my first time seeing Emily Blunt ever.
Absolutely.
Same you?
I think so, yeah. And I remember thinking, like, I wonder if she'll ever not just be the friend, because I feel like she was, like, kind of the friend in a couple of different roles, and then she got to be a star.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
She did that push-up.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Let's go Edge of Tomorrow. Andy knows that if she could hold this job for a year, she can get a job at any other magazine she wants. So she's like, nose to the grindstone. Emily says, an interest in fashion is crucial. She says, what makes you think I'm not interested in fashion?
That wasn't a question.
We also meet Nigel, played by the Tuchinator.
The Tooch.
Stanley Tucci.
He's fantastic. This character never raises his voice, and he like reads her to absolute death. I love it.
It is truthfully necessary. He's like performing life-saving
maneuvers
work on Andy.
I thought Stanley Tucci was gay up until like 3 years ago, when I think I was talking to you and I was like, oh, we should do a movie with Stanley Tucci, like he's gay, and you were like, he's married to a woman, and I was like, oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I was convinced he was gay for the longest time as well. Good
He gives
for
gay
him.
energy. Yeah, no, I would trust that man with my life.
Yeah.
Definitely
Love
with like
Nigel.
my dinner. He's like made the puttanesca.
Your Barbie doll.
The linguine.
Yeah, making me the linguine and then dress me up.
Dress me up.
That sounds great. Miranda Priestley's entered the building early. Bitches, gird your loins.
This is not a drill.
You see her
Gird your
walking in
loins.
with the Prada. I
that
love to
purple
see.
like fur dress coat thing.
Oh yeah.
Stylist. This movie, because it is like so seated in like the mid 2000s, but it still feels really classy.
Yeah.
Like nothing's too dated.
Well, it's funny you mention that because Patricia Fields, the costume designer on this film, was said to have spent in the world of like $1 million on
I
costuming,
bet.
which would have made it the most expensive costume designed film of all time.
No kidding.
At the point, yeah. And
That's crazy.
I'll tell you later, but she was nominated.
She wasn't nominated?
She was.
Oh, she was.
Yeah. I was like, that's not a spoiler. Why am I withholding
Yeah, right.
that?
It's like I could find that out for myself if I wanted.
Yeah, you can know that. That's for free. Miranda decides to interview Andy herself, and she says, so you don't read Runway, and before today you've never heard of me, and you have no style or sense of fashion.
I mean, I think it's open
No.
to
Wasn't a question. I do want to point out all of the beats that the fanfictions, like the fanfictioners of this ship love. And it's basically any scene where Miranda gives her the up and down. And after I read the fanfic and I revisited the movie, I was feeling...
It's like, oh, the tension is there.
Yeah. My first 100 watches before this time was like, they were pushing the Nate stuff. I'm just not interested. Miranda's dismissive of Andy, but Andy says, "You're right, I don't fit in here. I'm not skinny or glamorous, and I don't know much about fashion, but I'm smart. I learn fast, and I'll work hard." So Miranda takes a chance and hires the smart fat girl.
For a quick beat to talk about the like fat shaming in this movie, which is, I don't think it ever like really registered to me as a kid because the 2000s were so about people being skinny that it was very commonplace to hear like these kinds of comments about people, especially in like media and magazines and stuff. But now it is so ridiculous that it almost reads like a satire of the 2000s. Like we were so obsessed with these like waif starving models that now it's like we can almost look back at, or I can look back and be like, haha, remember when like being a size 6 was like, you're fat. Like,
I think it's exactly the same sentiment people have now. I think that people just don't say it out loud, which I'm glad they don't because it's hurtful. But I think, I mean, the Ozempic stuff, you know, like,
so true.
I think it's definitely a belief that was held. And that was kind of why, like, at the time, it didn't even ping my radar as being offensive because I was watching America's Next Top Model.
True.
This was like kiddie shit compared to what baby was stuff happening over there.
But at least it was said with like a humor.
Yeah.
It's not like being serious about actual people. But yeah, Anne Hathaway is not fat. And even if she was like this, you don't need to talk about it this way, but
yeah.
It's just like constant. I'm on this new diet where I don't eat at all. And if I feel like I'm going to pass out, I eat a cube of cheese.
A cube of cheese.
Which is just like so funny and stupid.
Emily, that girl had a time.
That girl had fun too, though.
Lizzie, it's time for your next question. And I'm afraid I made it too hard.
No, I got this one for sure. Redemption.
Okay, Lizzie. Which work of epic literature is considered to be a self-insert fan fiction of the Bible?
Oh, Dante's Inferno?
Yes.
Dante's Inferno is a fan fiction.
It technically is. Okay, so ding, ding, ding. You get 25 points.
Without that hint, though, I wouldn't have gotten it, but hey.
What hint? Gerald, edit out the part where I gave her a hint. Okay. Andy is sucking bad.
She's sucking bad, but this is a really hard job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She basically has to be on call anytime. I want to know what she's getting paid. What do you think she's getting paid?
Dust. It's got to be dust. They mention it like you're not getting paid well at all.
Which is so funny because like her best friends are like a gallery artist, a cook, and the analyst seems like he's got his shit together.
Yeah.
Corporate financial analyst. But I'm like, why are y'all giving her such a hard time? You know, you gotta like put in the work. Like that's how New York works, right?
Yeah. What are we all doing here? One of you was in Rent, okay? You better change your attitude.
Right.
She might not want to pay her rent.
Yeah.
You know? Don't they have a whole song about that?
Yeah. We aren't gonna pay any rent. That's how it goes. Trust me.
I would pay to watch you improv a Rent performance. Oh my God. During a run through, Andy snorts when two similar belts are compared to each other. They're just so different. Miranda gives us the iconic cerulean monologue.
So good.
Which would come to delight moviegoers and drag queens for decades to come.
It's in like so many onstage performances at drag shows. I've seen it at least twice. Yeah. And it never gets old.
Doesn't get old. And this is Lizzie's cerulean monologue. Take one.
This stuff. Oh, okay. I see. You think that this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select your lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back. But what you don't know is that sweater is not just blue. It's not turquoise. It's not lapis. It's actually cerulean. And you're so blithely unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of cerulean gowns. And then I think it was Yves Saint Laurent who showed cerulean military jackets. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers. And then it filtered down through the department stores and then trickled on down into some tragic casual corner where you, no doubt, fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs. And it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry when, in fact, you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room from a pile of stuff. Oscars! Actually, this monologue changed my life. Because, like, I never thought about it that way. And, like, it kind of glamorizes the everyday.
Yeah.
Like, who knows what this is? This is Gianni Beanie, by the way. Who are you wearing? But it's like, it's so true.
That seems to be what I choose to take away from this film, is that because something might be frivolous or feminine, it doesn't mean that it's without hard work or shouldn't be admired. The people who go into making different forms of art. And I mean, so much of this film seems like a disproportionate amount of hate to Miranda Priestly, who is very, very good at her job.
Yeah, and committed.
And is like employing all of these people.
Yeah.
And I think this is such a great monologue. Apparently, it was just like a quippy line that Meryl encouraged the screenwriter to keep adding to and adding to and adding to. And the screenwriter had said, like, you know, it was getting so long at a point I knew they were going to cut it. But she had performed it just so perfectly.
It's so good.
That it's like no question has to be kept.
It's almost like a short film. This scene could be like a standalone piece.
Yes.
Because it's so real.
She went to the school of talking good.
Yeah.
This is a lot of words. She said it in like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
and she never raises her voice above like this.
Yeah. Spooky.
Yeah. But also on your point earlier about like how Miranda Priestly is like a woman in this like man's world doing something that is like for women and gay people, fashion. It feels like fan fiction too. Like fan fiction is constantly like belittled, and what I was talking about earlier, like it's seen through like, oh, that's childish or adolescent. And it's like probably because it is so centered in women's, you know, interests. And it obviously has like a lot of women engaging with it. So it's like, oh, that, of course it's never been important. So.
Yeah. In a sense where it's like, I'm not apologizing for how this might seem, because like I'm a baller.
Yeah.
What I do is incredible. Like I'm a Miranda Priestly stan.
Absolutely.
She does expect the impossible though. And while Andy and her dad are watching Chicago. Throwback to my last episode.
Which is crazy, right?
I know. I just like leapfrogged from this one to that one.
Boing, boing.
And Andy can't get Miranda out of a tropical storm in Miami.
It's just drizzling.
It's just drizzling. Can I get the National Guard to airlift her out of there?
Can I do that?
Oh, the next day, Miranda's upset. She unloads on Andy saying, "Do you know why I hired you? I always hire the same girl. Stylish, slender, of course, worships the magazine. But so often they turn out to be disappointing." And gestures to Emily, "Stupid. I thought you would be different. Go ahead, take a chance. Hire the smart fat girl. You ended up disappointing me more than any of those other silly girls."
Which is so unfair. It was a hurricane.
It was a hurricane.
But don't worry, Nigel steps in and does my favorite thing in the whole world.
Nigel saves the day because Andy comes to him for a bit of sympathy and he gives her straight up tough love.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go over quickly what Nigel says because I think it's really important. He says, "Andy, be serious. You're not trying. You're whining. What is it that you want me to say? Poor you. Miranda's picking on you. Poor Andy. Wake up, 6. She's just doing her job. Don't you know that you are working at the place that published some of the greatest artists of the century, Halston, Lagerfeld, De Laurentiis, and what they did, what they created was greater than art because you live your life in it. Well, not you, obviously, but some people. You think this is just a magazine? This is not just a magazine. This is a shining beacon of hope for, I don't know, let's say a young boy growing up in Rhode Island with 6 brothers, pretending to go to soccer practice when he was really going to sewing class and reading Runway under the covers at night with a flashlight. You have no idea how many legends have walked these halls, and what's worse is you don't care. Because this place, where so many people die to work, you only deign to work. And you want to know why she doesn't kiss you on the forehead and give you a gold star."
We call that subtext. P.S. That little gay kid growing up in Ohio.
Reading his fan fiction under the covers.
And just imagining something. Yeah, I mean, and I think this also like solidified what I was saying earlier about like this film feeling like a fantasy, because it is. Like how many of us growing up in small towns imagine something happening in the big city, whether it was New York or LA or where we live, which is a big city in my heart. But, you know, just like the chance to fit in somewhere and like recontextualizing how hard Andy works at this job for any other field would make sense. Like if Andy was like at the New York Times and the head of the New York Times was asking her to do all this stuff, she would never go into someone's office and complain. She'd be like, this is what I have to do. So it kind of recontextualizes that, like, wake up, like you have this opportunity, like don't squander it. Though I do wish that like the thing that Andy could have done was more realistic, like something she actually could, she could have like canceled on her dad and figured it out, but she didn't. But that just makes the next like challenge even the sweeter.
Yeah. To your point, Lizzie, it does seem like it comes from like maybe an internalized misogyny. Like she has Nate on one shoulder saying dresses are stupid, fashion is stupid. Don't you want to be a writer, like doing something real? But
also being like, oh, it must have been a phone interview because you look terrible. Like you're going to the interview in that. He's such like a contradiction.
Yeah, he wants her to do nothing but to do something with integrity, even if it's nothing to her.
Right.
Yeah, I have a whole slide on why I hate him, so we'll get to it. But right now it's the makeover.
Anne Hathaway, the queen of makeovers. And I love this one. You don't actually see the transformation, but the effects of the transformation are some of the best in cinema history.
It was it in her contract? Like, did she sniff through the scripts and like could sense a makeover
scene?
Because like, does one happen in Ella Enchanted?
I think so.
Right? She goes to that town or something.
Like she loosens up or something, or like her dress like gets like ripped in half, so it's like cute or something.
Yeah, she gets cutified. In Ella Enchanted for sure. She is slaying. She's wearing the Chanel boots.
Those the Chanel boots.
I love that she asked Nigel for the makeover. He feigns disagreement, but every gay person at their core loves a makeover because what makeovers really do is drive home the point. RuPaul Charles, you were born naked, and the rest is drag. Andy is a hairstyle and an outfit away from being a totally different person.
Yeah.
And people like to characterize that as like she's losing herself, but that's an incredibly empowering feeling to have, that like if I wanted to be a different person, I could just decide to be one.
Yeah. And also like what an ideal for queer people. Like I am like one outfit choice or hair choice away from feeling like my authentic self.
Yeah.
That's massively, and also probably why fashion is so influential in the queer community. Like we can just choose to appear a certain way.
To wear the Chanel boots.
Those Chanel boots?
Yeah.
The poncho?
The poncho.
You'll take what I give you.
I love a poncho, so
that
this works.
Poncho is gorgeous. We never get to see it on her though.
Do we not? The orange one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Miranda is taking a notice. This is a part in the fan fictions that also gets hit. Like she sees Andy and doesn't say anything, but when she walks past Andy, she smiles and she turns around and checks her out from behind.
Absolutely, she does.
My rewatch of this after reading all these fan fictions was a little different.
Like, oh, you're getting a divorce?
All I needed to know was that it was possible, that there was literature on hand, and I could completely commit. Andy's shitty friends, though, we've talked about here and there, but this is when they really start sucking, is when she starts catching a vibe at work. And I know you didn't want to talk about Nate.
Yeah, we can talk about him.
I feel Nate sucks, but that's okay. Because he's just the guy you date when you're 24.
Yeah.
I think when I was a kid, I was like, she's going to marry this guy.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you date. Every single straight friend I've ever had has dated a guy just like this.
Yeah.
Who's like resentful of your ambitions while simultaneously there is nothing you can do to impress him.
Yes. He like almost wants you to do mid so that he feels better about his midness.
Yes. Yeah.
And is always, if you start looking better, he always A, sexualizes it, and then B, fears and resents it
Mhm.
because it means that he might not be secure in his attachment to you anymore, which is exactly what the relationship boils down to.
Yeah, I always thought it was like a cautionary tale. I don't love that they like spoiler alert, like put them back together at the end.
Barely. He moves to Boston.
Get going.
Bye.
I didn't even need you in the epilogue whatsoever.
It's also not like clear like that they're going to stay together because she fully gets a job in New York.
Yeah, I hope they don't. I
don't
so hope they don't. This is someone you split rent with until the lease ends and you can break up.
Yeah.
You know, you find out halfway through it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
And you get out of there. And he can't make a fucking grilled cheese to save his life.
He burns the grilled cheese.
He's supposed to be a sous chef. And the grilled cheese is black.
And it's not like a cool bread. It's like he burnt it.
He fucking burnt it. I'm pissed at him. Okay, this will bring us to our next question in our fanfic pop quiz.
Let's go.
Okay, Lizzie. Which IP first started as a fan fiction? Is it...
Oh, okay.
She was going to start listing them.
Well, first of all.
Is it A, 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes.
Is it B, Heated Rivalry?
Yes.
Is it C, The Idea of You?
Yes.
Or is it D,
All of the above?
Final answer.
D. Yeah.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding.
I love that. Wait, what was the Heated Rivalry show origin?
It was...
Oh, was it Bucky and...
Yes.
Oh my God. People go crazy for that.
50 Shades was a Twilight fan fiction. Heated Rivalry started as like an Avengers fan fiction between Steve, Captain America?
Captain America? Yeah.
And Bucky.
Seek yourself out.
You can find that on the internet. And then The Idea of You, which Anne Hathaway was also in.
That's true.
Is a Harry
Styles.
Styles.
Pick someone out of the crowd.
Yeah.
I've come to warm up to those. I love those as a kid. And I'm like, because we're all just trying to be picked out of the crowd, you know what I mean?
We're all shaving our legs before the Jonas Brothers concert, weren't we? What did I think was going to happen?
Yeah, right. Joe's like, you
shaved your thighs, didn't you? Get up here.
There's something about you. You're not like the other girls.
You're reading a book in the middle of this concert.
I'm obsessed. Yeah.
Okay, Lizzie, you're coming back. So far, 2 for 3.
And I could have had the first one. I'll never forgive myself.
Yeah. I hope it keeps you up at night.
It will. It will.
Okay. Andy is putting in the work at work.
Mm-hmm.
She's deemed not a total psychopath.
Perfect.
And has been awarded the task of delivering the book to Miranda's home.
Those fucking kids.
The book is a mock-up of the upcoming edition of Runway. Miranda leaves her notes in it. It's very important that it's like messengered and couriered and all this stuff. My question is to you, Lizzie. What table would you have put the book on?
The one next to the closet where she puts the clothes. Duh, Andy. Not the one with the orchid. There's not enough space. Not the one way the fuck over there.
No, yeah. She wouldn't instruct you to cross a hallway.
Yeah.
I'm so with you. I was like, even as a kid, I was like, oh, I feel
Don't
like...
listen to the shitty little kids. She must not like have any siblings or baby cousins because I'm like, they are lying to you. Have you ever babysat a kid? They're like, oh, my mom lets me stay up. If they tell you something, you can trust that the opposite is true.
Opposite.
These damn kids. After she
Wait,
is this after the Harry Potter incident?
No, this is right before.
Oh, right. This is
right what
before.
prompts.
Yeah.
She does give only child energy.
Yeah.
Like with her and her dad go to see Chicago and he gives her money. I'm like, that is an only child.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Andy fails at this. She ends up accidentally going upstairs and walking into a fight between Miranda and Miranda's husband. And it is so uncomfortable.
I would rather die.
Every time I watch this movie, I'm like, just get out of there. Run. I want to run. The next day, Miranda, in retaliation, gives Andy an impossible task, which is get me the unpublished manuscript of the next Harry Potter book or you're fired.
And you have like 3 hours.
You have 3 hours and 2 of those you're getting my steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to eat. Oh, she's so mean. It's crazy.
I am like, she's so deliciously mean.
You love mean girls.
Andy pulls it off with the help of Christian Thompson. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. I never remember that he's in. I never remembered this like plot point.
It's what in the who he.
And then I'm not your baby.
I'm not your baby. I can't stand this guy. Loser. First bullet point. Loser.
He doesn't even remember her name, or at least refuses to call her by it most of the time.
And it also like a member of the Nate school of like belittling. Like for every backhanded compliment, there's like this shitty little smirk where he's like congratulating himself for being so awesome and saying like, well, I read some of it and some of that wasn't half bad.
I know. It's such a backhanded compliment. And I'm like, he is just trying to get in your pants though.
Yeah. And he also clearly does not like Miranda, if for the same reasons, maybe different reasons than Nate, but like just the resentment of the amount of power that she has, because they never say that like Miranda's been especially rude to me.
Right.
It's just like, well, everybody isn't she a sadist? Isn't she like a bitch essentially? And they almost need Andy to agree with them
to say
on that.
like, yeah, you're right. I hate working for her.
What do you get out of that?
Belittling a powerful woman. That's like what dudes who strive for power get off on. They love it.
I was so mad when those girls got the Harry Potter book because I had to go to a Borders at midnight like a crazy person.
And isn't the 7th book like the last book? It was the last fucking book.
Yeah.
I fucking hate those little clips. I was thinking about it later. I was like, they're ruined for life. Like, they're so spoiled. They're just gonna like drink themselves to death or like do pills to death.
Instant
That's
gratification.
mean to say. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's such a mean thing to say.
I didn't even question.
You're like, yeah, and
they're gonna have a shit taste in books. J.K. Rowling's a term.
Absolutely.
They're kids. I get that they like Harry Potter, but like, look out the window. Be bored.
Yeah, right?
Whatever. It is so not a problem in the entire scheme of this movie.
No, yeah, they're like the least. But of course, Miranda Priestley has like bitchy kids.
Yeah, she has to. She has to have them. There's a night where they have a benefit, which I only understand now as like a 20-something-year-old to be the Met Gala. They call it the benefit, and Andy's like, I'm sure glad I have the night off. And I'm like, I don't think you'd have the night of the Met Gala off.
Yeah,
if you work for
your
Anne
line of work.
Yeah. And this is also the same night as Nate's birthday. Ooh.
She misses out on the opportunity to meet like the head guy of New York Times just so you can like go home and he can mope at you. Yeah. Okay, another thing about Nate that I don't like is that he refuses to like actually have a serious conversation with Andy about any of the problems he has. He just like brushes her off or like says some like backhanded thing about her, but like he refuses to actually like engage with her in like a mature conversation, and it drives me insane.
Yeah. If you have things, I mean, you're a cook. He doesn't get off at night until like 2 or 3 in the morning.
He definitely has like a coke addiction because he's a cook working in New York City.
It's so bizarre. It's like you make it seem like in the book, which I did not read.
I won't.
I was reading fanfiction. It's more important. In the book, Nate's character is actually a school teacher, which I think makes more sense, like why their timelines wouldn't match up, like, you know.
Yeah.
But for a guy who's a cook in New York, you're 24. Yeah, everybody around you doesn't want to pay their rent.
Right.
You know?
Also, she's going to become a journalist. Like, she's not going to make much more money. She's not going to have that much more free time forever. So, like, this is just going to be a problem forever.
It's the Met Gala.
It's Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah. Her friends and Nate, to me, are so like the most infuriating part of this movie, because like I could not care, Lizzie, if you were a bitch to your friends at work. Obviously not to the people here at the podcast, but like if you went to some job and you were a huge see you next Tuesday, you think I care?
Yeah.
No, you're my friend.
Also, like, she is arguably just like kind of like growing and changing as a person. Yeah. And so they're like, whenever people say like, wow, you've changed and that makes me not like you as much, I'm like, we have to change and grow. I think you're just mad because she's not the person she was. The friend who's a girl mentions, I've known you for 16 years. Like, you're just mad she's not that same child anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, of course she was going to grow up and change. And like, if she wants to like look prettier and better, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Her weird ass friends. Anyway.
The only one that's supportive is the analyst. He doesn't say a word. He's the one that's like actually relating to her about her work.
Because he knows who Anna Wintour is. Of course. I'd be like, literally go to the Met Gala. You don't have to come to my like birthday dinner. Right. If you've come to 15 of them in a row and I know you love me.
Yeah, and we'll just hang out tomorrow.
Because we're friends.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyways, it's the night of the Met Gala. Andy usurps Emily.
Mm-hmm.
She cues Miranda on the name of an ambassador, the woman he left his wife for, Rebecca. And this prompts Miranda to tell Andy that Emily is not fit enough to go to Paris.
Oh.
And that Andy has to tell her she can't go to Paris.
At the end of the day, like, what was Andy supposed to do? We all know how Miranda is.
Yeah.
And she did try to put up a fight. Or she tried to be like, but.
Yeah, she said, like, I can't do that.
I can't.
She did the Kristen Stewart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Poor Emily. And then she gets hit by a fucking taxi.
Emily gets hit by, isn't it like a big truck?
It's a vehicle.
Yeah, vehicular. For sure.
I hope she got a good payout.
I hope she got a good payout. I think this is the best place to receive the news that you're not going to Paris.
Yeah.
And you can stop your eating disorder and you have the 3 square meals a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know you don't have to fit into anything. You have someone giving you a morphine drip. You know, you can maybe take some distance from this because
she needs to sleep as well, I'm sure.
When I've had jobs this stressful, you don't let yourself heal until like the universe literally stops you.
Yeah. I thought of another name for this book if The Devil Wears Prada didn't work out, and that is The Cortisol Diaries. Because my fucking God, their phones will ring at top volume at any time of the day or night. Like, I would have a heart attack.
Mm-hmm. At this gallery opening, Nate arrives and Andy and him have a blowout in the street. And he says some choice words here. He says, I wouldn't care if you were out there pole dancing as long as you did it with a little integrity. I do think you'd mind if she was out there pole dancing.
Absolutely.
Because you don't seem to like the fact that she works at a magazine.
Right. The fact that she has to like buckle down and focus on herself for once in her fucking life.
And who is he to say she's doing it without integrity? She tried many times to say, like, I'm actually becoming passionate about this. Like, look at the artists who are in this. Like, I'm working towards this thing. And he just shoots her down.
He never, ever supports her. The most supportive thing he does for her in this whole movie is make a burnt sandwich.
Is make the sandwich and then he burns it.
And she doesn't even want it. She's like, I'm not even hungry anymore. I'm not hungry either.
I think she was being nice and was like, work is so stressful, I'm not hungry. Because she put her eyes on that grilled cheese.
The whole apartment smells like burnt cheese for 3 days after that.
Yeah. And it just masks the smell of like bong water, I'm sure, just like emits from his boxers. Sorry, I hate this guy. There's nothing wrong with any of those things, but I hate that guy. Fucking learn how to do grilled cheese.
That's such
you spend a month on potatoes. Spend a day on grilled cheese. Google it. Anyways, Andy goes to Paris, baby.
Ooh, yes.
But also not before Nate tells us pretty canonically that Andy and Miranda are in a relationship with the line, you know, the person whose calls you always take, that's the relationship you're in.
Beep, beep, beep. Miranda?
Miranda? Absolutely. Yeah, she's going to Paris with her girlfriend.
And none of them are happy that she's going to Paris for free to Fashion Week. Even, I'm not a big fashion girl, okay? I just no one picked this out for me.
Gianni Beanie.
But
Prada.
But if you were like, hey, I get the chance to go to Paris for work, I'd be like, fuck yeah, bitch. Like, burn who you have to burn.
Yes.
Kill who you gotta kill. Let's
take some pictures, you beautiful slut.
Bring me
you
a
better fuck everybody in sight. Yeah, no, I can't imagine being like pissy about this. What a lame thing to be. And that also brings us
to
another
question. Let's go.
Okay, you ready, Lizzie?
So ready.
What is the most popular fan fiction pairing of all time? Granted, it's hard to quantify these things across sites and such, but if you had to guess.
Okay, is it a male-female pairing?
Mm-mm.
Is it a male-male pairing?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Bucky and Captain America?
Think about this.
Is it Draco and Harry? Is it?
You have to tell me what your final answer is. You can't just ask me, is it several different things?
Okay, think about this. Draco and Harry.
You're right!
Oh my God!
Also known as?
Dreary.
Yes, that's right. I had to say Mirandy. No, you have to say Dreary, you bitch.
Oh my God, it's on record.
Okay, there's so many works, over 100,000 different works of Dreary on AO3 alone.
Yeah.
That's just one site, people. And that's because they got to get rid of all the porn over on fanfiction.net. Could you imagine what was there before? Treasure trove.
Oh my God, it'd be too much.
So this is Draco Harry fanfic.
Yeah.
You kind of read in that fandom sometimes.
Fuck yeah, I do.
What? I don't want to out you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, every now and then.
I dabble. What do you think it is about that particular pairing?
Oh, it's the enemies to lovers for sure. It's a lot of forced proximity for sure. It's the queerness. There's like a huge like age. You can like go from like them being young. You can go to them being old. There's a lot of like angst and like forgiveness and wealth and not wealth. There's just like, they are like such good foils. I think that there's just inherently conflict no matter which way you cut it. I can recommend anyone some lovely starter packs if you need. Just
Get
call
on the
me.
email chain. All right, good. Well, that was the 4 questions I had for you, the 4 full point questions. You missed one, which means you're at 75 points out of possible 100, but there is a way for you to recoup those precious 25 points, Lizzie.
What do I have to do? Get you the unpublished manuscript by
You have to
Monday?
get me the unpublished manuscript of the next Harry Potter fucking book. But it's coming. Your ability to win.
I'm gonna get it.
You better get it.
I'm gonna excel.
So excited. Okay, Paris, baby.
Paris. I love this sequence.
You mentioned like her friends aren't happy that she's going to Paris for Fashion Week. You're like, I'm not even a fashion person, and I know that's awesome. Nigel does say something in Paris where he's like, I'll get to finally come to Paris and enjoy Paris and see Paris. It's like,
yeah.
I think Paris during Fashion Week is also like a great time to see Paris.
Right. He's probably just means like getting to pick the restaurants, you know?
Oh, I see. A lot of people do that.
If Nigel can't do it, who's doing it?
Who's doing it? So in Paris, Andy stops by Miranda's suite and Miranda informs Andy of her divorce with Steven. I only mention this because it comes up in the fanfiction a lot, but this is a moment where we see Miranda without any makeup.
Yeah.
And this is almost the longest gaze that Miranda holds with Andy when they're like actually in front of one another. A lot of times they're like beside each other.
Yeah.
But it is also when Miranda's the most vulnerable, when she's talking about, you know, how everybody's written about her in these papers and how she's worried about her kids. And then she kind of just skates right over it and out of it.
Just closes, boop, right back to professionalism.
After Andy sleeps with Christian Thompson, that guy I hate. Why is he blonde?
He's probably terrible in bed.
Sorry. Christian tells Andy that Miranda is going to be replaced with Jacqueline Follet, the editor-in-chief of French Runway. And I just need to show you. To me, Jacqueline Follet
looks like the bitch that took over for Anna Wintour. Oh.
Looks like the Goblin King himself, David Bowie. What are you talking about?
The woman that took over for Anna Wintour IRL.
Oh.
She kind of looks like her.
You think?
Yeah, but prettier. So we'll talk about that in the rabbit hole.
I'm showing...
Sorry.
No, please.
She's showing us a photo of Jacqueline with like spiky, short, shaggy hair and like a streak next to the Goblin King as played by David Bowie, who's got the same haircut with just like a little bit more extensions.
They both have like the mullet scene sort
like
of.
The PC long.
And this like ruffly collar. I love that she looks like the Goblin King.
Yeah.
It's not important to the story whatsoever, but it makes me
important to me personally.
Me. So Andy tries to warn Miranda that she's going to be replaced, but Miranda already knows this. And at a luncheon in Paris, Miranda betrays Nigel and gives the job he was looking forward to accepting to Jacqueline.
So she can keep her spot as the head bitch of the magazine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a boss move.
It was really boss.
Like, that's great. That's more than 3D chess.
That is insane gameplay.
Yeah. And that no one knew.
The only thing that makes me sad is I feel like she could have told Nigel.
She could have told Nigel, or like the business partner could have told Nigel, because Nigel, they're sitting at the same table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was odd.
But it just goes to show that like Miranda really doesn't show any like favor to anyone, not even Nigel, who she's worked with for 18 years, which is like sad, but also like she's true to her character, you know?
Yeah. And when I rewatched it a second time, with the first watch fresh in my mind, I realized the whole movie she's investing in solving this problem right in front of our eyes. Because remember, James Holt is the designer that Nigel wanted to partner with, that Jacqueline Follet ends up partnering with. But they like rush one of the run-throughs on him and nobody knows why. And then they show later that after this run-through, she pairs them together. And they also, she has like a line between Jacqueline Follet and the head of the magazine at the Met Gala or the benefit dinner that doesn't really ping your radar until you go back and rewatch and you're like, oh, she's sowing these seeds from the beginning of the film. She knew this was happening.
That's so good.
It is so baller. And like as she's explaining this to Andy in the car after the lunch, Andy is so upset and I'm like, you're not even a little impressed.
Yeah, like, come on, you could learn some of that.
Yeah, is this expectation that she should be sympathetic because she is a woman? A lot of characters make references to that. Emily says, like, when Andy says she couldn't deliver the book properly and she had to go upstairs, Emily says, well, why didn't you get in bed and have her read you a bedtime story? Right. And Nigel even says, like, you want to know why she doesn't kiss you on the forehead and give you a gold star. Like, there is an expectation of warmth there. And I think it's kind of unfair because why?
She's never, ever shown that side of herself.
No, she's your boss.
Right, that too. And I do think that, like, Andy keeps kind of reaching for that, like with the whole thing with Emily not going to Paris and then the divorce conversation and just like all these moments. And it's like, at the end of the day, this is like an interpersonal problem. Like
she has a mommy wound.
Yeah, like she wants that validation and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like you just have to accept you're not going to get it and either be okay with it, like Nigel and Emily, or walk, which, you know.
She walks.
Yeah.
She leaves Miranda in Paris. And I wouldn't have done it like that.
I would have, like, at least gone through Paris and thrown your phone in the fountain. Is your phone
sidekick in the fountain? That's expensive. Yeah. Miranda tells Andy, I see a bit of myself in you. And Andy is like repulsed by that. She was like, I would never betray someone how you betrayed Nigel. And Miranda says, well, you already have.
Yeah, with Emily.
And touché.
Yeah.
She did.
Kind of.
She was offered the same choices, lose your job or betray a friend.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I also don't think that Miranda has this like choice that Andy didn't have.
Yeah.
She's getting interviewed at a newspaper and the man interviewing her said when he reached out for a recommendation from her last position, he got a fax from Miranda Priestley herself saying of all the girls she had ever hired, Andy was by far her biggest disappointment and that if he didn't hire her, he was an idiot.
That does sound like her words exactly.
Yes.
She like scribbled that in like 1 second and was like, Miranda probably calls the new Andy Andrea.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Oh, this is the new Andrea.
Yes, new Andrea. Oh, you're so right.
Andrea, send this fax for me.
I do like to know that Emily is still working there in her office. That does make me happy for some reason.
Because she wouldn't squabble that opportunity.
I will not squabble this opportunity.
She would stick around.
She would. She's not a filler queen. And I think the final moments of this for me really solidify the fan fiction of it all. Like Andy passes Miranda's office building. And Miranda's getting into her town car, and Andy like waves at her, and Miranda almost looks like she's going to go up to acknowledge her with her hand, and sweeps her head down in like one swift,
so cutting
motion. But in the car, she smiles.
And then turns to her driver and says,
Go. So good. You know, if Miranda is smiling or laughing, it's about to get so scary.
Yeah. Afraid. You should be afraid.
Yeah.
Almost as bad as when she purses her lips.
Oh, pursing your lips. It's a bad thing. We're at the end of the film, Lizzie.
So good. You did a great job.
Thanks. I tried to mix in the fanfic in there.
It was such a pleasure to talk about fanfic. I didn't know I'd get to do that today.
You got 3 out of 4 questions, which if they're all worth 25 points, you have 75.
That's like a C.
But we have the lightning round.
Okay. Oh, no.
So In the lightning round, each word is worth 5 points. I will spit out fan fiction words, terms, and Lizzie will get me a description of those terms. And if Lizzie can define them all correctly, she can get 25 points.
You know what's crazy is this is like a catch-22 because if I don't know it, that's embarrassing. But if I do know it, that's also embarrassing. But I'm ready. Here we go.
You're so right. I'm almost like, it'd be lame if she doesn't get this one. Like, actually, it would probably be cooler if she didn't.
She shouldn't know what this is.
Okay, Lizzie.
Okay.
Start off really easy for you.
Okay.
The first term out of 5 is AU.
Oh, alternative universe.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. 2, crossover.
Oh, whenever you like put characters from one universe in another universe.
Easy. Okay, you're knocking it out. 10
I'm
points
scared.
right there.
Okay.
What's a fix-it fic?
Like epilogue, what epilogue? Like rewriting the ending?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well.
Rewriting all the like reimagining the whole series or the whole show or the whole movie.
Yeah. I feel like that counts.
Does that count?
Yeah. It like rewrites the events.
Of the like the published narrative.
Yes, exactly. Of the published work to kind of like serve whatever the disgruntled author might have a problem with. I know like in the Buffy universe, it's like certain things in particular.
There's a huge, in the Dreary fandom, there's like full coinciding novels going along with the 7 published works.
It's like, yeah, it's like choose your own adventure where it appears right off the map. Okay, Lizzie, that's 3 for 5. What is YN?
Do you know what it is, Lee?
No, I don't.
Damn it. Okay, yeah. Let me chew on it. I don't know if I know it though, but I feel like I should.
It's okay. Maybe it'll come like a brain blast, okay. Jimmy Neutron style. Fanon.
Oh, is it like headcanon? Like what the fans believe is like subtextual?
Yes.
Like what we believe to be true?
What we've deemed to be like our own consensus. Yeah, it's unofficial canon agreed upon by the fandom as a whole.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite Fanon is in Buffy. Like when you meet Faith, this is not a spoiler. When you meet Faith, she says she's from Cleveland and that there's like another Hellmouth in Cleveland. So all of the like after events in the fan fiction that take place after the series are all set in Cleveland.
Just because of one line.
Yes. And everybody agrees just to put all the characters in Cleveland.
Go in Cleveland. There would be a Hellmouth in Cleveland.
I believe that. Mm-hmm. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Scary.
Okay. You've got 20 of the 25 possible points. You got AU for alternate universe. You got crossover. You got fix it fic. You got fanon. YN. If it's helpful, it's Y-N or Y/N. It's okay. 95 is totally okay.
I like to make 100. I don't think I know this one. I have a feeling it has to do with like character swapping.
It stands for your name.
Oh, duh! That's when it comes to like the Harry Styles, the one with Anne Hathaway. What's that? It starts with you.
Idea of you.
The idea of you. Yeah, it's like your name.
A self-insert. So what it stands for is like the author will write YN instead of like whatever the protagonist's name should be, and you put your own name in. You like see the events from your perspective.
That is so special and unique to fan fiction and like Mad Libs.
Dante's Inferno.
That was so much fun. I love quizzes. A 95, I'll take it.
95, it would be way lame if you got 100, and you could have got 125 technically.
That would have been really sad.
Extra credit on the fan fiction quiz.
Yeah. But I can sleep tonight at least, knowing that I rectified my mistakes.
Yeah. Reception.
Oh.
With a budget of 41 million, it went on to make 327 million at the box office alone.
Damn.
Yeah, a huge success. This was a career high for Streep at the time, but she would surpass that number 2 years later with Mamma Mia. Baby.
Gosh, she had so much fun. She still does, but
I want to party with this Streep.
I know.
I want to smoke a joint with her so bad.
I would do any drug with Meryl Streep.
Easy. Peyote?
Peyote, yeah.
Mescaline?
Like heroin, like black tar heroin
with Streep. If she was doing it for a role, I'd be like, I'll do it with you, Streep.
Let's go.
Yeah. Absolutely. It was also a critical success, and even the critics who didn't like it still noted how incredible the acting was on the part of Meryl Streep. She was nominated for Best Actress, which I was surprised. I didn't know that this film would be considered at the awards.
God, could you imagine like being at the Oscars where we're talking about The Devil Wears Prada? Like, how fun was that?
Must have been a fucking riot. Now we just talk about like super sad stuff.
No, it's just like Anora. Did it win any of the Oscars it was nominated for?
It was nominated for Streep's performance for Best Actress, but it was beat by Helen Mirren at that time for her role in The Queen. And Patricia Field, the costume designer who'd spent, close to $1 million, was nominated for Best Costume Design, but she was beat
Lord
by
of the Rings.
Marie Antoinette.
Oh.
But you gotta get beat by that. Yeah, you can't win against that.
Yeah.
But there's actually only one opinion on this that matters.
Okay.
And that's Miss Anna Wintour herself.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Roger Ebert.
I've seen Nigel being like, her opinion is the only opinion that matters.
No,
but I'm talking about Roger.
Like the Anna Wintour of the like movie critic world.
Oh, yeah.
May he rest in peace. Mm-hmm. What did Anna think about it?
Anna was present at the New York premiere wearing Prada head to toe.
Let's go.
She said she found the film to be highly enjoyable and applauded Meryl's acting, stating, "I thought it was a fair shot."
Okay. That's probably like the nicest thing she's ever said.
Well, it's widely known she hated the book.
Yeah.
But this is such a departure from that. The characters are a lot different. So I am glad that she likes this, because how could you hate? Even if it's supposed to be
Meryl Streep,
and her star shot crazy upwards after this. So
yeah, and the Miranda Priestley character, like she runs that shit. She runs the fashion world. Everyone is scared and in awe of her.
Me, I'm scared.
Me,
I'm reading this fan fiction scared.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Oh no. The fan fictions are so, not to go on this, I'm almost done, are so satisfying because they toe this line of like, they have so much access to wealth and to like the social currency at the time. Mm-hmm. So it's like they're always in the fanfics like going to Paris or flying on jets and stuff. And it's like, I don't want to read a fanfic where the main characters are like strapped for cash, because it's like,
yeah,
we're in make-believe land.
Yeah, especially in this world.
Yeah.
Unlimited expense account.
Yeah, put on the Amex. Charge that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the scores. Lizzie, tell them how the scores work.
The subtextual score works in that we each get to rate the film on a scale of 1 to 10 on how gay it is and how good it is, and then we average them together and get a single subtextual score. Wake up, 6.
Wake up, 6. She's just doing her job. The subtextual score.
Groundbreaking.
Lizzie.
Yep.
How good this movie?
That's a 8. 8.5.
0.5.
What about you?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Period.
I have a good time every time.
Good.
Streep's that girl.
Yep. So rewatchable.
How gay is this movie, Lizzie? A little harder.
I never like say the word gay, or no one's like actually canonically, well, people are canonically gay, but only subtextually. So
canonically
no
gay, only
creators. I'll give it a 4 because of how drag queens use the cerulean monologue so well in their performances.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
Yeah,
we've got the fanfic, we've got the Mirandy of it all.
Yeah.
Nobody around the creation of it was queer, which is astounding to me.
Insane.
But Anna Wintour is a gay icon, and so is Meryl Streep. So I will give this a 5.
Great.
This film gets a 6.38.
All right. Just doing our job.
Just doing our job here over at Runway Magazine.
Yeah. The Vogue. Subtextual is kind of like the Runway Magazine of gay podcasts.
I think so. Or like maybe we're like the...
We're more like the
Homes and Gardens of the gay... What's like the
New York
Fringe?
Mirror.
Yes, exactly. We're the creepy little fanzine that's like, we saw the Loch Ness Monster.
Read about it in paper.
Yes.
Fax us.
Okay, Lizzie, I think we're off to see...
There's Fashion Week?
I think we're off to read some fan fiction.
Yeah, you owe me some fan fiction.
I've got some to send you. You're going to love.
Inbox, the unpublished manuscript of that fan fiction. by Monday.
Lined and bound just for you, Lizzie.
Wow.
Well, thanks everybody, and see you next spring.
Bye.